It's the same day, I promise. I got my coffee, but it is the end of the day. It is actually the end of the day. I'm about to shoot this kitten. So, what's going on, ChavezzSlovakia? We're back for part 2 of the most painful things that you can experience. We will shoot the end of the video first, read in the comments you guys left us some of the most painful things you've experienced. But let's just jump right back into the list where we left off.
That innocent-looking rock might be a stonefish in disguise, waiting to ruin your day. Number 4, fibromyalgia. Imagine waking up every day feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Your body aches, you're exhausted no matter how much you sleep, and even the slightest touch can feel like you're being stabbed with 1,000 tiny needles. Fibromyalgia is a chronic condition that causes widespread pain throughout the body. It's like having a never-ending flu, except instead of getting sympathy, people often think you're just being a drama queen. One of the most frustrating things about fibromyalgia is that it's invisible. You could be in excruciating pain, but on the outside, you look perfectly fine. So, people often dismiss your pain or think you're just lazy. People with fibromyalgia often describe the pain as feeling like they have a sunburn all over their body, even on the inside. Fibromyalgia also comes with a host of other fun symptoms, like fatigue, brain fog, and mood swings. It's like having a hangover, the flu, and PMS all at the same time. And the worst part is that there's no cure. You'll just have to tough it out for the rest of your life. Number 3.
So I dated a girl once that thought had fibromyalgia, right? And so she's self-diagnosed, obviously, but she was in pain a lot ever since she was a kid, really sensitive skin, so on and so forth. And so, you know, we dated in high school, broke up, whatever, went through some years. Went on Facebook, it turns out MS. Turned out to be MS. And she had symptoms like forever, which I didn't know you got symptoms from MS when you were like younger. I thought that was like an old people thing. Like I thought it was like a long-term thingy. Could also be both, I guess. But yeah, go figure.
The Gimpy tree. Imagine you're on a lovely hike in the Australian rainforest. You brush past a harmless-looking plant, and you think nothing of it. But then, suddenly, you feel a pain so intense, it's like you've been stung by a swarm of wasps. Congratulations, you've just met the Gimpy tree. The Gimpy is covered in these tiny, hollow hairs that are filled with a potent neurotoxin. When you brush up against the tree, the hairs break off and inject the toxin into your skin.
It's such overkill till you realize that it's in Australia. And then you're like, that's the right amount of kill, actually.
Pain from the Gimpy can last for days, weeks, or even months. Some unlucky folks have reported feeling the sting for up to 2 years. So, if you ever find yourself in the Australian rainforest, keep an eye out for the Gimpy. Stick to admiring it from a distance, preferably with a pair of binoculars and a suit of armor. Number 2. The sting of the executioner wasp.
Yeah,
now I know what you're thinking. Executioner wasp? That's gotta be an exaggeration, right? Well, I wish I could tell you it was. But this is a real wasp, found in Central and South America. First of all, it's huge. Like it's the same size as a small bird.
We're gonna look up a picture of that in just a second.
It can grow up to 2 inches
Those things
long,
are massive.
which might not sound like much, but imagine a 2-inch long flying needle coming at you with a vendetta. But size isn't everything, right? It's what's on the inside that counts, and what's on the inside of the executioner wasp is pure pain. When this wasp stings you, it injects a venom that contains a neurotoxin called pompilitotoxin. This lovely little toxin causes instant, excruciating pain that can last for hours. People who have been stung by the executioner wasp describe the pain as feeling like they've been hit by a freight train, but the executioner wasp isn't done with you yet. The initial sting is just the appetizer. The main course is the aftermath, which can include fever, sweating, nausea, and vomiting. It's like the wasp wants to make sure you never forget your encounter. Now, you might be wondering, why would such a creature exist? Well, the executioner wasp is actually a parasitoid. It stings and paralyzes other insects, then lays its eggs inside them. When the eggs hatch, the larvae eat the host insect alive from the inside out. Number 1. Bullet ant sting.
Bullet ants. I didn't even think about bug bites, and the bullet ant is notorious for how painful it is.
Thought the executioner wasp sting was bad? Wait until you hear about the bullet ant. The bullet ant gets its name because people say getting stung by one feels like being shot. When a bullet ant stings you, it injects a venom that's been described as the most painful in the world. People say it feels like having your bones pulled out through your skin. Also, The pain can last for up to 24 hours.
There's
a tribe in Brazil where young men have to prove their toughness by wearing gloves filled with bullet ants.
Man, you guys have all seen the video of how the gloves are constructed. We're going to look those two things up real quick.
They have to keep the gloves on for 10 minutes, and they have to do this not once, but 20 times over several months. I guess when you live in the rainforest, you've got to find creative ways to entertain yourself. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future.
So, like, let's check out the bullet ant first, because the glove is nasty looking, dude. Oh, there's a updated one where somebody else does it? All right.
We were in the Brazilian Amazon, and Hamish had just...
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
You have to dance.
I don't want to dance. I want to...
Refusal.
I'm nervous for him.
All right, here it is.
And presented my hands. Be back to normal in no time.
Can I get you a Panadol?
Why is it so...
Nurofen Plus?
Why do they do it so hacky? I'm not a big fan of a bunch of like hacky... I just want to see the frickin' ant glove. There's not very many videos of this, huh? This is the OG, but this is National Geographic, so I don't think that we can, like, really watch this. That's just 90s stuff. Don't worry about that.
The ice. When I put my hands in the ice water, it's the best feeling on earth.
When I put my hands in the ice water, it's the best feeling on earth. We're not going to get much from this. There's just too much like going on. But as you can tell, it hurts really bad. Put executioner wasp comes up immediately. I just want you guys to see the freaking size of this thing. I just want to see the size of it. Where's the picture of the freaking size of the wasp? Again, how did we get to another bullet ant glove?
It all starts out, oh God. Oh God.
Then it's pepper spray.
Give him the sauce, Daddy.
How did we get him the sauce, Daddy? Is not what I expected to hear. Where's the freaking wasp at? There it is.
Yeah, it's not as bleeding.
Look at the size of that baby right there.
Oh, it's in. It's in. You see that? Boom.
It's stung you.
Yeah. I'm bleeding.
More.
I'm bleeding. Yeah. Hey, boys, I'm bleeding. Got a little bit of blood.
That hurts?
A little bit of blood. It hurts a little bit. How many times? It's like 4.
These are like such like TM YouTubers that are doing this kind of stuff. But I guess like that's the kind of content it is. You'd have to be that kind of guy to do it. Is that what I would sound like if I came out to get stung by a friend? Is that what I sound like as a YouTuber? Do I hate myself? Anyways, the bugs are dope. These guys are, you know, getting stung by it, and I guess that's what the content is. But I mean, I'm fascinated by the bug. I just want to see the bug. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to transition to reading some of the comments and things that hurt you guys the most. Sorry it happened, but I will be entertained by it, and I'll see y'all around. Peace. All right, so this says one has to be Gimpy. Oh, the little plant thing. Brave Wilderness did a video about getting stung by this stuff. That guy's had such a generational run. I miss that dude. I miss that dude's vids. I know he still shoots them, but still, I miss watching those things. They have the little plant. This says I'm 19 and I've passed 3 kidney stones and had 1 surgery. I knew you could have surgery. He didn't talk about how one of the tubes that my kidney stone passed through is 2 millimeters wide. The stone can get to 6 or 8 millimeters. My Lord Almighty, my Lord. I know they look dorky, but I wear the waterproof beef shoes. The waterproof beach shoes. Yeah, dude, I wear the water socks. So especially where we go, there's like coral. So like you have to wear stuff on your feet. Hey, thanks, bud. I know we're amazing. I've screamed from headaches a lot, mostly as a kid. I would get headaches every other week between the ages of 10 to 14. I still get headaches and migraines nowadays, but they're less frequent and not as bad, which is what I have found, that there are some cases where the extreme headaches do relieve themselves after a certain amount of time. Cluster headaches were so fascinating to me. I hadn't heard nothing about them. The most interesting thing about the YouTube algorithm is like I looked up that old video from 7 years ago, and then now they're just like, they think I'm interested in like old videos. And so I have like so many old suggestions from like almost a decade ago. Dude, I think you're underestimating cluster headaches. I think I might be, man. I've never even heard of them till just now. I got over tonsillitis. Oh yeah, tonsillitis is nasty, dude. Potassium infection, I've heard of that as well. Very nasty stuff. Breaking my wrist when I was 7. Wrist breaks are pretty terrible because you move your wrist a lot, but I think once you immobilize it, it should be pretty okay, depending on how bad the break is, I guess. Yeah, the brave wilderness guy stung himself with a lot of things on this list that we think might be on this list, and I might be interested in watching it because I am actually fascinated about that. People self-schmurder themselves over the pain of cluster headaches. Wow, I had no idea. You're gonna bring up the gaming channel? Too multi. Yeah, bro. I'm working on some Elden Ring stuff now. Very cool, very cool. All right, well, that's the stuff that you guys find that you've been through that's pretty painful. You guys have been through a lot of kidney stones, and so that stuff's pretty nasty. This guy said he's been watching me since middle school in 2011. I really appreciate that. That's so long ago. He was still doing videos with the Milk Dud back when he was still editing background of the Milk Dud, another OG. Yeah, I think he got canceled. He was annoying as hell. All right, well, glad you guys are having a huge conversation about it. Been watching him since high school, bro. That's so dope, dude. That's so cool, man. I'm so glad that you guys are hanging around. We got to meet a couple of longtime watchers as well at Evo, and I'm so dope to always meet you guys. But now I'll actually get into the video, but this is the end of the video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.